I wonder if any of you watched on the news a few weeks ago the trial in New Zealand of the right-wing extremist who launched a terror attack on a couple of Christchurch mosques back in March 2019, killing 51 people. He was sentenced to life imprisonment without parole, the first time ever in New Zealand that anyone has received such a sentence. During the trial, 100 survivors and relatives of victims, over the course of 3 days, were able to give statements in court in front of the man who had brought such grief and pain into their lives. They spoke with clarity and deep emotion about their loss and their anger, and also their defiance. The solidarity experienced across New Zealand had brought people and communities together as never before. And as one man said to the offender, "I feel like you are the victim here, we are the survivors." One of the most powerful moments came when the mother of one of those killed in the attack spoke of her decision to forgive the perpetrator. "I have decided to forgive you because I don't have hate," she said. "I don't have revenge. In our Muslim faith we say we are able to forgive. Damage was done and Hussein will never be here, so I have only one choice, to forgive you." All through the hearing, the gunman had shown no emotion, sometimes even contempt and laughter as he listened to those testifying to what he had done. But at this point he did show emotion. He nodded, blinked profusely, and wiped away tears. It got to him. There are, of course, other examples in living memory of extraordinary acts of forgiveness that make us wonder, and indeed ask ourselves, if we would have it in us to forgive like that. But elements of this particular story do give us some clarity about what forgiveness is, and also about what it is not. The woman made a choice. Forgiveness is an active choice to take one path and not another. A conscious, deliberate decision to let go of feelings of hate, resentment, or vengeance towards a person or group who has harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness. He clearly didn't. There was no sense that any of those who spoke of forgiving over those 3 days, and this woman wasn't the only one who had been working at it, were in any way glossing over or denying the enormity of the offence. True forgiveness is costly, and it never involves sweeping wrong under the carpet. It is braver and more honest than that, you could say. Forgive and forget? Well, that isn't really forgiveness.